Hello geographers. So at the end of day at school today, Mr. Johnston came to come and see me and said, you need to get home. Hillsborough is flooding! So I'm very excited by this. I live in Hillsborough. I'm a geography teacher. I've been talking for ages about wanting to start my own vlog. Today is the day. So I've got 3 hypotheses about why it's possibly flooding in Hillsborough at the moment. Number 1, it's autumn and there's lots of leaves falling from the trees, and I think they might be blocking the drains. Number 2, it has been raining a lot recently. So the other week, we took the cats to the vets and we got splashed, and the cat was really upset. He was here a second ago, being really upset. And so we've got the antecedent conditions, meaning there's been a lot of water, the ground is very saturated. And then my third reason is that Hillsborough is very flat. Remember, Sheffield is built on 7 hills. Hillsborough is in the flat bit in the middle of all of that. So I'm going to go and check out what's happening, and I will let you know how I get on. Loki, Schoolie, did we get wet going to the vets last week? Meow. Right, I'm off to check out what's happening. Mrs. Davis from History sent me a video clip as well. I'll share that with you now. Geographers, I'm in Hillsborough now. Now it's not flooded here, but have a look how much water is on the road. And it's about 4 o'clock now. When it's about 5 o'clock, there'll be lots of traffic on this road. So there'll be the social and economic impacts of people getting home from work late, perhaps starting night work, perhaps being late to work, people late picking up children from nursery because of the effects of the traffic. This is also the tram route to Malin Bridge from Hillsborough, and apparently the tram wasn't working early. They had to cancel the tram due to the amount of water on the tram tracks. The tram is back running again as far as I'm aware, but it was causing some social impact earlier in the day. So I'm in Hillsborough Park now, which is apparently on the way to where we're expecting the flooding to be. You can see behind me there's lots of leaves on the ground. Now I'm wondering if those have ended up into the drains, so the drains are blocked, the water can't flow off the road as quickly as it should be doing. So I'm going to have a see if I can spot any evidence of that when I actually find any flooded areas. At the moment I'm just very wet and not very much flooding. Have a look at this drain. So lots of leaves blocking it, too much water trying to get into it, or the water's running past the drain instead. Got lots of surface runoff taking place here. So this is in the park. I'm on the way to check out the possible flood in Hillsborough, but while on the way I thought I'd tell you a little bit about the June 2007 floods. Remember, this is our big example that you need to write about in the exam. That was the last time that Sheffield had a really big flood, so June 2007. Now there were several reasons for that flood, okay? So one of them was the fact that Sheffield's built on 7 hills, and the valley bottom almost acts like a bowl, so water will collect in that. There'll be a lot of surface runoff, the water runs down the hills and then ends up in the valley bottom. The next reason is that there's lots of impermeable surfaces in Sheffield, so lots of tarmac surfaces. Another reason for the floods were there's a lot of rain fell in that month, an unusual amount of rain. So it's the highest amount of rainfall to ever have fallen in Sheffield in the month of June. And the actual day that the floods are worst in Sheffield, a month's worth of rainfall fell in one day. Then another reason for the floods was the fact that the council hadn't cleared the drains very well. So whilst it's autumn at this time of year, it could be a reason for the roads flooding today. June, obviously the leaves weren't falling from the trees, and it was thought there was a lot of litter in the drains. So not leaves that are falling because it's autumn, a lot of litter in the drains. The council had a big job in trying to clear that out afterwards. So yeah, so let's see what's going on. So It was earlier today where they said this stretch of road had been flooded, and have a look, there's some maintenance vehicles in the road here, and I think they must be trying to unblock the drains here to just get the water flowing better. So you can see there's not a flood anymore, but it's about 4:30 now, so getting close to rush hour, and you can see that there's lots of vehicles having to struggle to get by what should be a 3-lane bit of Penistone Road, but we've gone down to 1 lane, and we've got these vehicles here. I'll get a little bit closer. Yeah, so they must have been doing some work to try and get rid of the water that was on here, because apparently this stretch of road was closed earlier today. Gotta tell you, these geographers though, a bit gutted I've not seen a flood today. Better luck next time. Slightly more impressive, but still just looks like a very large puddle really. We can see traffic going like woo! Bye geographers.